Hey there, everyone, and welcome back to our Filmora for Basic for Beginners. And this will be class project one. So, for class project one, the description is about creating an introduction template or an intro template for any social media platform with a heading and a subtitle. And the steps to follow. So, the first of all, you need to create a new project. Second, you need to add text using the text tool or using the title. Title is preferred, but the title needs to be customized. It cannot be any templated title which will be used. Then add animations and transitions. Then import appropriate media and add them as a background to the text and then animate them using keyframes. Then once everything is done, go to the advanced edit and save them as a custom template. The outcome of this project will force the students first to practice what has been taught already. Afterwards, they will be able to create custom intros into Filmora and save them. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead to our class project one and see how it is done. So I have created a new project over here. Now, first thing first, I'm going to go and add some text. So let's add some text over here. Let me put it at the middle. So let's just have intro here. Or let's add company name here. There you go. So the company name or the company name, company or page or owner or creator name will be here. Will be at this one here. But before that, let's go ahead and add, let's say, a rectangle. Okay, so let me first create a rectangle over here. As you can see, I've created the rectangle over here. I'm going to go ahead and increase the scale of it to add in a sort of border. So underneath transform here, I'm just going to make it so it first fits our entire artboard over here or entire video file over here. Then I'm going to add in like a border to it like that. This will be okay, and I'll place it at the center. There you go. Now this will be a sort of a border for us to work on. I'm going to decrease down the opacity for it so that we can see what we're working on. So the company name or company logo will be over here. There you go. Now I'll add some animations to it, but later on, first we need to set our grid and organize everything here. Okay. Now, if you were to right click on it, if you were to go to advanced edit, you'll see the advanced edit over here. You'll see the object of that one, the rectangle over there, and you'll see the text over here. You can save this as a custom, my preset one, okay. And this will come up as in titles over here, my preset one over here. You can save it like that, but I'll go ahead and press delete to delete that. But now, let's go ahead, select this text, go to animation. You will find a lot of animation over here. So you have the typewriter animation, various forms of animation over here that you can use. Let's go ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and download most of this. Then I'll be getting back to you guys so that I can show what kind of animations we can use to further perfect it. Okay, so I'll be back after downloading all of this. Now I have downloaded most of them. So as you can see, if I were to play it, animation comes up over here for the typewriter. Then we have this one. Then we have the fade one over here. Then we have the zoom in one over here. Then we have the zoom out one over here. As you can see, now the duration over here, you can adjust the duration. So this is at 5 seconds right now. Over here, as you can see, this one is at 5 seconds where this one ends. So you can adjust the duration. So if I were to increase it like that, as you can see, the duration over here increases as well. But let's not go over there. Let's just keep it at like 5 seconds. Now the intro should be at 5 seconds. So this one, I'll just keep this over here and zoom it over here. This one, I would want to keep this at like 2 seconds. So underneath 5 seconds or 1.5 seconds. There you go. 1.5 seconds. There you go. So if I were to play it, as you can see, that comes up over there. Without further ado, let's go for the underneath titles here and the animations over here. We have zoom in one over here. We have single one over here. And we have zoom round over here. You have left drift over here. This one looks cool, so I'm going to go with this one. So this is going to be the company page owner and creator name over here. Try to keep this within a box. Okay, try to keep this very short. It's not try to keep this very long, as it will look very bad. But if your company name is very long, move this towards the center over here. But try to keep this over here. There you go. So that will be there. Next, we want the main title to be inside. Okay. So let's try to give a new text. Big text over here. There you go. I'll keep it short like that there. Let's try to keep this over here for now. Now the text over here, this will be our main title. Okay, so I'll go to basic over here. I'll go to titles over here and change the font size over here to 70. There you go, 70 looks perfect. This will be at the center. Okay, so this is going to be the title. This is a preset, so everything here, you do not need to rename everything depending on the company name or everything else. Okay. So this is a company page owner / creator name, or this will be the title over here. Let's go ahead and add something more else. Okay. You can have inspiration from all of these things, as you can see. This one here as well. You have that kind of effect as well. You can also add stickers as well if you want. So let's go for effects and see what kind of effects we have. So we have filters. We do not want filters. We have audio effects, blue effects. As you can see, stylizer, different kinds of effects over here. Let's go for filter, like video effects, and see what we have. Let's just wait for it to get downloaded. And let's try to give this filter right over here, but it's not going to happen like that. So let's give it like over here. There you go. Glitch. Now if I were to like play it, let's see that happens, but it comes up on top of that. So what you can do is click on both of this, right click on this and create a compound clip. Okay, there you go. Once you have created a compound clip, now if I were to play it, yeah, as you can see, this title over here, or the title text over here. There you go. As you can see, this is the compound clip, right? It's the compound clip, typical glitch, and this one. So I can go to main timeline over here, and I can go to compound clip over here. Okay. So you can edit what's inside the compound clip as well. So this is our effects over here. Now let's go back to main title. As you can see there, we have that effect over there. Now let's go ahead and change the text of our title. Okay, as we're creating, you can also double click on them as well. So let's go ahead and change our title font. So Arial rounded, empty bold. This one looks very good. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. Let's see what kind of filters we have. Now this filter here looks cool. This also looks cool here. So we're going to go with that. Title over here. As you can see, this looks very good. Or you can also select this one as well. This one also looks very cool as well. So let's go back to our main page over here. And as you can see, it looks already better. Okay. Now, what I would want to do is I want to go to stock media over here. Now I would want to go and select, let's say this green screen. Okay. I'm going to move this to upwards. I'm going to select the green screen, this one as well. I want to move this upwards and I want to select this green screen over here. Place it over here. Now I can go ahead and rename this green screen over here. This one over here that we have, let me go ahead and disable all of these things. The titles, as you can see over here, you have the rename option. So rename it to add video or add background video here. Okay, there you go. This will be our background video. I'm going to go ahead and disable that one for now. Zoom in here so we can see what we're working on. Okay. So now if we were to play it from beginning, title over there, wait. So we enable this. So add title over there, remove the rectangle over here. Track, there you go. Company name, pager name, page. Now the compound clip over here, I would want to add a transition effect to it. Transition over here. Dissolve, we have fade, let's go for fade. And as it's like a 2.5 seconds, let's give this fade for, let's say 0.5, okay? So it's 0 over here. Apply, there you go, it's half the size. Now if I were to play it, as you can see, it came up like that. Now this compound clip over here, you can also add, double click on it, you can also add the effect on this title over here if you want to. Okay, that also works. But I'm just going to go ahead and create it so that the filter, so that it also affects our filter as well. But as you can see, that happened over there, the fade. Over here. Now, if you do not want this fade to be popping up on this one, then you can do another thing is delete that, go to compound clip over here and add that effect over here, the fade effect over here on this title. Then go ahead and let's just first play it and see how it looks like. As you can see, it doesn't even come up. Title, there you go. Now, if I were to go back to our timeline, main timeline, and play it from the beginning, let's see how it looks like. As you can see, it doesn't work that way. So I'm going to go back to our timeline over here, select this fade, select it to 0 seconds again. Second, half a second, there you go, that's done. I'm going back to our main timeline. Let me go ahead and play it. And if you don't want that fade to work on this one, you can also add it over here. And add this text over here on top so that it does not affect that one. So there you go. That fade worked on there as well. I'll also add a fade effect to this one as well. So I'm going to also add a fade effect to this one, have it to 0 seconds. There you go, apply, and then play it again. There you go. You have the title, you have that one. Now let's try to add a media to this one. So stock media and stock media, let's go for cherry blossom custom. Let's just add it over there. I'll just fast forward to when it gets downloaded. Now, once it's downloaded, I'm just going to go zoom out and first move this right over here. Delete this gap. Delete all of this gap over here. There you go. Delete this one as well and move this cherry blocks over here. Then I'm going to go ahead and rename this. Add video background here. Okay. If I were to play it, as you can see, the title is over there. Now this fade effect over here, or this fade effect over here, is affecting everything, right? So yeah, affecting everything over here to this transition, because this transition is not there. You need to have a fade effect, not a fade transition. So I'm going to go ahead and delete our transitions and add an effect, a fade effect to it. So how do you add the fade effect to it? So basic over here, you have, let me just go for fade. You have radial blur, you have market rate, you have shadow A. A fading memory over here, but we do not need that. What we need is, but first let me go ahead, go to this, go to titles, change this one's text. Style, there you go. That looks perfect. Also have it like that, I can something like that. I can also have it like this, but yellow seems to work better for this kind of background. So we'll go ahead and do this, because anyone who will be using this template, they will be able to edit them themselves, right? If you were to like publish this. So this will be over here. We do not need this. So we'll just use this rectangle again, just to have a view of it. There you go. So now what more can you add? Let's go for stickers. It depends on what kind of titles you have. So like, for example, if I were to go to titles, as you can see, it's very much simple, very much straightforward. Nothing is too much fancy other than this one, the glitch tile. If you were to say this, as you can see, this is just a glitch tile over here. If I were to like, let's say play it, like put this over here, and if I were to play this is just a glitch tile. It doesn't have any special effect to it. So this one, we want everything to have an effect to it, right? So let's go ahead, go for a fade, or an effect over here, or a transition over here. Let's go for a fade. I can just drag it, drop it on top of anything, but I do not want anything to affect anything else. So I can go for animation over here and fade in over here on top. Here we go. There's the fade in over there. So I can go ahead and play it now. As you can see, that faded in, right? So I'm going to do the same thing for all videos over here. So I'll say select that, select the fade in over here. I can go ahead and select this, select both of this, or select this, add a fade in over here. There you go. Select this one as well, but there's no fade in for this, but that's okay. So going back to our main timeline, we can also give this one, go to animation, give a fade in to this one as well. Let's select this, give a fade out to this one over here. There you go. There you go. There you go on this one over here as well. Now, I'm just going to go ahead, select this, select both of this, and move them together while multiple selecting them. You can multiple select them by holding down Shift and then just drag them like this. This one as well, I'll just drag them like that. There you go. Now, if I were to play it with our video over here, with our fading in, as you see, everything faded in and everything will fade out. Now you can give transitions at the end over here as an intro as well. So that's basically it for how you can go ahead and create a template of, let me render it first. Now this one, disable it. Now I'm going to go to right click, first go to titles over here, go to mine, go to custom over here. You need to stay on this page, then right click, go to advanced edit. Okay. You can add the thumbnail here as well. You can save it if you want to, like that. But we do not need any kind of thumbnail. Don't save. Go ahead and delete my thumbnail. Now I'm going to select everything, right click, go to advanced edit. With just one click, go to advanced edit over here. There you go. Now we have our advanced edit, title, everything we have is over here, title over here. Then I'm just going to save as custom, add the name, class project 1 template. There you go. Okay. Bye. There you go, class project 1 template. Now if I were to delete everything over here, go to drag and drop it, as you can see. We now have our template over here ready for us to edit. Let's just keep it at like, just undo. Then if I were to play it now. So what's happening here? Where's the title? Where's everything else? Okay, so let me go ahead and click on this. As you can see, where's the title? Where's everything else? Because this is only the text for the titles. Nothing else from the background will come up. So how can you create an intro? So you need to go to templates over here. Not under titles over here, but templates over here. So I'm going to undo everything. We'll have everything here. Go to templates over here. Now this is an intro class project. So you need to keep in mind that this will not work here. This will not work as a title intro because you only need text as title intros. Because if you were to look at the other title intros over here, you rarely have any kind of backgrounds, okay? You rarely have any kind of backgrounds except for a few like this. So if I were to drag and drop this one and edit this, let's go to advanced edit. As you can see, the video has been placed right here. So you need to add the video at the end. Okay. So now, let's say if I were to select all of this, go to Advanced Edit. Let's go to Advanced Edit. Underneath videos, we need to import videos over here, right? So one thing you can do is to, let's say, copy this by pressing Ctrl C and going to Advanced Edit over here. You need to press Ctrl V over here, but that won't work, right? Because as you can see, the title is not being selected here, but this is being selected here. So you need to have this one, right click on it, and as you can see, you cannot edit them. So if I were to select all of them, compound them together, then right click on it, then go to Advanced Edit, which as you can see, there is no Advanced Edit over here. So you cannot have that Advanced Edit over there. So I'm just going to go ahead, go to Templates over here, go to Mine over here, go to Custom over here, and then select all of this and create as a custom template. And there you go. Now I can right click on this and rename this as a custom or class project 1 intro template. There you go, pressing enter. Now, as you can see, that's finished. Now, if I were to delete everything and if I were to place this right over here, there you go. Everything is now being created as a template, as you can see. This is the template that we are looking for. So let's go to templates. Let's drag and drop it right over here. As you can see, we have now our templates over here. Template over here. Now, there's also another way that you can also make this into a single file. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. But before deleting that, I need to save this. First, go into templates over here. Right click on this, create a compound clip. Okay. So class project 1 intro template. Okay, saving it as that. Now, once that is done, I'm going to go to template and delete this. Once that is deleted, now I'm going to select this and save as custom template. There you go. Now, if we were to delete this and place this here, there you go. Now we have this template ready here. Now, if we were to play this, as you can see, the title and everything is there. Now, in order to edit this template, just left click on it. And this will pop out, and then you can go ahead and edit this template as you want. Now, if we were to left click on this one as well, then you have all the options over here. So this one is compound clip 1, and all the others. So main timeline is over here, as you can see. You can so renaming everything is a must, or else you will lose where you have set things up. Then compound clip 1. These are all same compound clips. If you were to double click on it, if you were to double click on this one, then you'll be seeing that one as well. So that's basically it on how you can go ahead, create a custom template and save it as a custom template and then rename it as well. There you go. That's it for this class project, and I'll be seeing you in the next class project.